To advance algebra, I'm Miss Weiss, and I am your teacher for this class. The schedule, odd days 1, 3, and 5, and then even days are 0, 2, and 4. And then notice during Tiger Connections and lunch there, you've got lots of time to be able to get some work done during that time as well. How will this class be run? You're going to be watching video lessons, taking notes, and completing worksheets. You can either pick up printed copies in the classroom, print out your own, or use your iPad. I suggest getting paper notes and then doing your worksheets on your iPad. With paper notes, you can actually watch the video and take notes on paper, and then you don't have to worry with the worksheets about how to Dropbox them or take pictures of them and having to put them in the right Dropbox. You're not going to have to Dropbox the note sheet, so you don't have to worry about doing that on paper. You'll need to Dropbox the worksheets in its corresponding Dropbox. We will have quizzes after 3 or 4 lessons. We will not have unit tests. We're just going to have quizzes. These quizzes will be on Schoology. I will always send out a Google Meet link for our class. If our distance learners are going to be joining us via the Google Meet link. If you are sick and want to attend class, you could still attend class through the Google Meet. And then you're gonna be streaming into this class and meeting the FHS building. When you do end up using the Google Meet link, if you ever end up having to do that, I want you to make sure that you leave the camera of your face when you show up on the Google Meet. So make sure that's turned on. Paper copies, like I said, you can get those inside the classroom. You'll also see some sitting outside the classroom on a student desk, so that distance learners or anybody that forgets can come pick them up at any time. If you decide to do your worksheets on paper, I'm going to ask you to follow these instructions when you upload them. So first take pictures of all the sides of the worksheets with the iPad, and then go into Schoology and click on the assignment. Click on Submissions, press the plus button in the upper right corner, press Submit Photo/Video, and click on the pictures you want to submit, and then submit those. Grading policy, 60% is based on assessments and 40% is going to be based on homework. The assessments that you're going to end up doing, those quizzes, you'll have them for the first quiz. You'll have 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and 1-4, and then you'll have a review and then a quiz. And then next one will be 1-5, 1-6, 1-7, review quiz. Chapter 2 is just 2-1 through 2-4, and then review quiz. Chapter 3, 3-1 to 3-4, review quiz. And then chapter 4 there, 4-1, 4-2, 4-3, review quiz. And then for sections 4-4 and 4-5, you'll do those 2 lessons and then do a review and take a quiz. That's the plan so far, but again, it's subject to change based upon the situation. Calculator, you're going to need some kind of a calculator. Most students like a graphing calculator in this class. So we've been using the TI-84s and the TI-83s. Those are highly recommended to use those because we'll be able to graphing out some functions. I will also show you how to do them by hand, so you could also do those by hand and then get the TI-30 that you had back in 7th and 8th grade, and I think you used those in 9th grade as well. In the spring, they were offering this free graphing app that's shown here. I'm not sure if it's still free or not, but you can try to see if you can find it because it's just like the TI-84. When we're taking these quizzes, we ask that you do these with integrity and honesty. It's important that happens, because we're going to allow you to use some things, and then it's going to be on your back to be honest about your work and that it's your work that you're submitting here. You are going to be allowed to use your notes, your calculator, your worksheets, and your brain. You are not going to be allowed to use the internet or get help from others, including adults or peers. Also with assignments, the same thing. We expect you to be honest with your assignments as well and submitting those. That when you submit an assignment, that it's your work, it's in your handwriting, you did the work, you did not copy someone else's. So otherwise that's construed as cheating if it's not your work. Assessments, those are available on Schoology. They will end up being mostly multiple choice quizzes. Some will have some matching, and there might even be some fill in the blanks. You can use your notes to complete these quizzes. Retakes will be available upon a request, but there are cutoff dates for retakes. After a certain time on the calendar, you'll usually have 5 school days from the original quiz date to be allowed to be able to retake it. And then after that, retakes will not be allowed. The retakes are not multiple choice. They are basically like you have to show your work and do it. It'll be kind of like the review worksheets. So if you want to do a retake, you're going to have to request a day and then tell me the specific time. Like, Ms. Weiss, I want to take it next Tuesday at 5 o'clock. And so then I'll send it to you at that time and you retake that quiz. And then you're usually given an hour to take that. If you think you're going to need more time, then say, Ms. Weiss, can I have 2 hours? And then you'll have to Dropbox it within that window of time. So office hours on flex days, those are usually on Fridays. That time is especially given so that if anyone needs one-on-one help, they can get that time. You just have to communicate to me that you need help and then what time and what day works for you. We can do that through Google Meet. Some people like just a Schoology message me with a question if it's an easy question for me to explain. Otherwise, it's fine. I can send you a Google Meet and we can meet that way as well. So non-flex school days, if you need help in the moment, send me a Schoology message. Let me know that you need help. And if I can, I'll send you back with a Google Meet. You might be in another class and have some extra downtime, or you might be in Tiger Connections and have some extra downtime. If you do, we can do Google Meets that way as well, or possibly you could come down to the classroom and get help that way as well. Communication, feel free to message me on Schoology. If something's going on with your family, just let me know what's going on so that I can be more flexible with your assignments getting turned in, the due dates. Flex days, again, those are put into place for you to get some one-on-one help. Just again, communicate. Let me know what's going on. Let me know that you need help. I'm here to help you. I love helping people with math. So just let me know, send me a message that you need help, and we'll get you off of being stuck. You can totally do this. We have the entire trimester to work through this. So just communicate with me and let me know if you need help.